All right, so we're gonna wait for this one to start jiggling. So now I'm zoomed in on kind of the handle. So I want to show you a little bit on coves. I think this angle might be a little better. So coves are kind of the exact opposite. They're going to start here, again, rubbing the bevel. Actually, you might have to zoom out a little bit. Nope, you can see that part. Okay, so again, we're rubbing the bevel, picking up until we get a cut. Okay, a cut's happening right there. And now it's more of a scooping motion. Okay, so again, start closed with these, and then go to open. Okay, beads are start open, go to close. Open, close. Okay, open, close. Okay, you can do long, kind of slow beads. Okay, for a tool handle. Again, always working from larger diameter to smaller diameter. You can kind of use this like a skew. Again, more cuts toward the middle, and then kind of tapering out. Will give you kind of a slow cove. So I'm doing that same motion, just way slower. Okay, and then when I get to the lowest point, then I'll start again from the other side. And try to meet up those two depths. So I kind of did, kind of didn't. So I'll try to pick up that cut over this way too. Okay, until I just meet those two in the bottom. Okay, which is right there. All right, so again, now there's plenty of opportunities. Okay, to start stringing this stuff together. Again, you don't have to, this is going to be a very unfunctional mallet, but I'm just trying to show you some different things you can do in here. So again, okay, as long as you've got, you're rubbing the bevel, you got tons of opportunity for all kinds of little details and things in here. And this is when I think, turning actually gets super fun because you can just kind of freeform things. Again, you can use this just like a skew. Okay, to smooth stuff out. Okay, make edges look really nice and crisp. Okay, I got kind of a bead into a cove thing going here, so maybe we'll go with that. So again, here's a cove. Okay, we're gonna make this into another bead. Okay, and try to go right into another bead right on the end of the cove. So it's like a little OG kind of wraparound. Okay, so again, if this is your first turning assignment, don't get intimidated by all this stuff. But if you're in the turning class, go ahead and try all your skills out. See what works, see what doesn't. Kind of wrap beads into coves. Okay, and you can already hear it's getting a little bit skinny. So I'm starting to get that vibration, which is one of the reasons why we tried to clean up the top of the mallet first. Okay, so we didn't have to worry about all that. Okay, other thing we can do too, and again, rough and gouge is fine. If you don't have to do all this crazy detail. It's probably not even a good idea for a mallet. I'm just trying to show you some of the things that you can do. You can hear that rattle. So again, I'm always about form over function, right? So I'm going to go ahead and create another very unusable mallet. Okay, but always give yourself time to kind of play a little bit and see what works. Okay, but this is some of the stuff that you can start to kind of get involved in. And turning beads into coves and like all that. Let's see here. Let's turn that into a little bit of a cove too. Okay, so bead into cove. try to meet those two up. Okay, so just start to go ahead and play a little bit more with this. And again, with the okay, so you can see we have an insane mallet here, but you know, all the surfaces are really clean. There's no sanding necessary. And again, anytime we take sandpaper to any of this, we're gonna start losing some of the detail. So now if I wanna go ahead and start really crispening up some of these edges, I do not know why this lathe is being so wacky, but okay, I can go ahead and just take a little pool shot, and I can start taking little V-cuts. Okay, all I'm doing is coming in at little 45-degree angles on these bottoms, or sometimes all it takes is just kind of coming in straight, and that'll clean it up, but sometimes you want to do a little V-cut back and forth. It's just going to tighten up a lot of those joints where you got two surfaces meeting. Okay, and that one could be cleaned up just a hair. Again, you need a really sharp, nice sharp point on these, but when that end grain just kind of falls away, okay, you know you got a really nice cut at the bottom, and it'll be really nice and clean. I might even try to give myself a little, that seems risky, so I'm gonna stay away from that. All right. Okay, and again, if you wanted to burn any of these edges and stuff too, that's always an option, you know, kind of at the bottom of all these little PC parts. You can burn anything where there's kind of a joint here that'll hold that string. But you know, again, everything's pretty clean, you know, right off the lathe. And that's really what we're looking for. So obviously this is a ridiculous mallet, but make one that you find pleasing.